Today we are going to see how you can automate your spreadsheet with the marketing APIs in 7 easy steps. Step 1. You basically enter into Stackby, you go to templates. Now select automation enabled stacks and select one of the template that you want to use. So it could be YouTube channel analytics or Google AdWords or Facebook posts or even LinkedIn ads tracker. So select one of the template, say for example, Google Analytics report, and use this template and add it to your workspace. So for example, I want to add this to the content marketing workspace. Now, once I added it here, I can see within that workspace, there is a stack created. Select your column connector. Select the integration that you want to add in that particular template. So you go to the integrations tab and you will see all the list of categories of integrations that we have available in Stackby. There are over 40 different types of API integrations with over 125 different types of individual API services within those integrations. So for example, in analytics, we have Google Analytics, YouTube Analytics. In SEO, we have Ahrefs, Alexa, Substat, and Moz. And even in ads, we have Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads. So you select which particular integration you want to add and integrate. You can integrate with any of these connectors to your workspace. So for example, if I want to connect to Google Analytics, I go to integrate, select the workspace that I want to integrate to. In this case, I want to integrate it to the content marketing workspace. Click on add your API key, name your connection. So this is, say for example, Google Analytics API, and just connect to your Google Analytics account. So it will ask you to authenticate. So there are 2 ways to connect. One is through the authentication process, which will automatically connect to your account through your email address or through any of your registered account. And second is by bringing an API key. So let me show you both. So for example, in this case, I can connect and allow and just save it. So this is how you can connect your account. For example, if you want to bring it through an API key, let's just say if I want to add YouTube, select the workspace. Now within add your API key, in this case, I just need to bring the API key. So for example, for YouTube, I need to go to the developers console, the Google developers console, click on credentials. Now within credentials, I create a credential for API key, right? So this is the, API key, that's created. And in the library, I want to select YouTube data API and enable that API or enable that service for that API key. So that's it. Once it's enabled, basically you can just add that API key in the Stackby account. And YouTube API key. Save. So this is how you can bring or connect to any of these integrations via the authentication mechanism or the API key mechanism. You go to your template and you bring in the IDs within that template. And these IDs are unique to your account. So for example, in Google Analytics, you basically go to admin, you go to your account, your property, your view settings, and get your view ID and just add it there. Similarly for Facebook ads, you basically go to your campaigns or ad sets or ads, click on columns, customize columns, and get the ad set, campaign, and the ad ID and just apply. So you will see all the campaign IDs here. And if you want to bring it from YouTube, you basically get it from the URL. So the channel IDs are from the URL, even the video IDs are from the individual URLs. So just copy these IDs and add it to your tables. Connect your columns to an API service. So in this case, I want to connect this to the Google Analytics API. Just have to select the API key that we just added. Select an analytics service. So there are different services, within each of those integrations that you can add to. So in Google Analytics, there are, over 10 different services. So in this case, I want to bring in the users by the view ID. And then I just have to give the ID column to reference that we just added in any of the columns, and the start date or end date as a reference. So it basically pulls in the information in the cell directly like this. So if you click on the data, there is a inbuilt data explorer where you can select which data you want to configure in the columns from that particular API service. So you just create those 3 columns. So those 3 columns are created automatically, and you can bring that data automatically in your tables from that particular API service. Now, once you've connected the column to a particular API service, you can bring in data, for your new, start dates and the end dates, or any of the new rows that you like to add. So just hit on refresh, and it automatically pulls in information in your tables. You can also automate this particular column type by scheduling this and creating an automation. So you can set an automation for every day, every 3 days, 7 days, 15 days, or every month at a particular time. And you can choose whether you want to do it for all the rows or only for the new rows that you want to add. So in this case, we'll just add it for the new rows and just schedule this. And it basically gives you when was it last refreshed and how many total API requests has been done. So this is how you can schedule your API column type and just sit back and relax while your table data gets updated in real time.